Hi everyone, this is Eric with IT Conflict Computer Repair in Austin, Texas, and today I wanted to go over a blog post I recently just submitted, what was it, about last week I think it was. The blog post is 5 ways to prevent malware infections and what you can do as the end user to make common sense decisions when being on the internet. So what I'm going to do first is bring up the blog post so I can kind of talk about the blog post and just kind of highlight certain things for you guys to follow along. I'm going to go to our website here. Give me 1 second. itconflict.com, and we'll go to resources and then click on blog. And here it is. Ignore these ads. But the first post here, and it was actually December 29th, so that was well, it was last week. Yeah, last Thursday. But I need to post again. But let's click on 5 ways to prevent malware infections. And we'll scroll down here. So what a malware infection is and what I talk about here is it's basically an umbrella term for several different types of infections, and mal stands for malicious software infection. So a malware infection is a umbrella term, again, for several different types of computer infections, including computer viruses, Trojan horses, adware, scareware, spyware, and so forth. So when we're talking about a virus, or we're talking about removing a system infection from our computer, we're talking about malware. Now, the first tip I give here to prevent malware infections is avoid opening emails from unknown senders. And this is pretty straightforward, guys. If you get an email from somebody that you don't recognize the name, you have no idea who they are, you've never met this person, you've never talked to this person, there's been no correspondence between you or this person, don't open the email. It's simple. I promise you, no matter how enticing the title sounds and no matter how much you want to open it, you've won $100, don't do it, because it's probably not worth it, and it's probably going to cost you money to get your computer fixed once that virus is already, or once that malware's attacked your system. So to just be smart about your email, don't open any email from any senders you don't know, period. And the way we can tell if it's a fishy email is not only if we don't recognize the name, but sometimes they're getting a little crafty with them. And you'll think the email is from a valid source, but it'll say something like email at usatoday.x.org. It'll just have this long extension behind it, and obviously we know that that's fake. I've also seen several people talk about, I've heard several people talk about fishy emails where they thought they were from Craigslist, and it was just misspelt, or it wasn't obvious. So just be careful and make sure you double check this. The best thing is, if you don't know the sender and it doesn't look like it's something important, don't bother opening it, period. Now, the second tip I give here is do not click links in emails from senders you don't know. So that's kind of like the same thing here. If you've already opened the email from a sender you don't know, you kind of took that risk already. But opening a link from a sender in an email from an unknown sender, you have no idea who this person is. You have already just crossed the boundary. You've already made every mistake possible there, and your system is pretty much at risk of picking up some kind of malicious software, malicious infection. Don't do it. Don't open emails from unknown senders, and then certainly don't click links from emails from unknown senders. So the third tip I give here, and what we've been talking about right now, is just use common sense. If you see a pop-up online, you've just won $100, don't click it. I mean, obviously it's fake. No one's going to just automatically say, hey, we're going to give this person IP address 70.112. Whatever, $100. Let's send them right now. No, it doesn't work that way. The internet doesn't work that way. It's obviously too good to be true. What's going to end up happening is it's going to lead you on this massive quest, and believe me, I fell for these 15 years ago or 12 years ago, in the AOL days, where you would click a pop-up and it says, it brings you through this entire, going through this entire kind of survey, and at the very end it keeps promising that you're going to get something at the end. It never happens, okay? $100, you've won a free iPad, free whatever. It's probably just junk. Don't click it. I wouldn't bother with it. Google AdWords, stuff like this, network security, I have no idea what this is, but I mean, yeah, it's comfortable, it's from Google, you can click it, it's safe. You can also hover over it, and you'll actually see here on the bottom by my start menu where it says http://www.googleadservices.com. We obviously know that's from Google, it's a Google source, so it's safe to say, yeah, you can click these, that's okay. But if it just popped up on my website right now and said, you've won $100, don't click it, it's obviously fake. So the fourth tip here is use antivirus software. Now, a lot of people will be brave and say, oh, I don't need antivirus software. For what? I'll still get an infection. My computer's not safe. Or they'll say, they won't even know that their antivirus is expired or not even running. So, one, if you're using antivirus, find out which one it is. Ask your computer tech. Ask whoever you're using or whoever kind of manages this for you, or unless you manage it, find out the antivirus you're using, for one. And two, make sure it's updated, it's installed, it's running, the service is running, the firewall's on, everything like that. Make sure it's turned on. And if you don't have antivirus, there's plenty of great ones out there. I mean, well, personally, I'm a fan of Trend Micro. I personally use Trend Micro Titanium Internet Security, and we also sell the product. But don't just take my word for it because we sell it. Please, there are other free alternatives out there you can use. To name a few, there's Avast, which you can go to avast.com. That's a free one on there. AVG, which is also another free antivirus. They have paid subscriptions, paid versions as well, but the antivirus is it's free, and it's free because it just does what it's supposed to do. Now, again, going back to my favorite, which is Trend Micro Internet Security. What this is it's very lightweight. It's very it's powerful, it's robust, but it's lightweight also, and it does what it needs to do, and it doesn't overdo it. It doesn't take over your system, it doesn't make it extremely slow. It's not like your other products out there. I don't want to mention any names to avoid a lawsuit or something, but you don't it's not like the others. I can say it is a great product, and the free alternative would be Avast, which is also a great product for being free antivirus. So the fifth and final tip here I'm going to give you guys is proactive maintenance. And what proactive maintenance is just taking a proactive approach on your computer. Don't wait until it has a virus. Don't wait until it's slowed down. Don't wait until you can't boot your computer. Before any of that happens, do the regular maintenance. Just like your vehicle, just like your car, you got to get the oil change every 2,000 miles or whatever it is. With your computer, you can use proactive maintenance. You can use system utilities like Ccleaner, which will run through the background services, the startup programs. It will clean the registry. It is, again, very lightweight. It's very powerful. Ccleaner you can download by clicking any of these links here on the blog post, or you can go to our download center, and that's located up top under resources. You can click download center and find Ccleaner on there as well. But just doing the regular maintenance on your computer will help its overall performance. It'll help keep it clean, and it'll avoid just many possible infections in the future. I wanted to note, with these 5 tips, use them as you can, but please note that do not depend on an antivirus to keep you safe. Now, no antivirus is 100%, no matter what they advertise, no matter what people say. None of them are 100% because it's a constant battle between the people building the virus or building the infections to the people fighting the infections. And the Windows operating system is quite simply they're making it easy to exploit. Windows is always releasing updates and patches for this, hot fixes. The antivirus software programs are always trying to keep up to date as well, but I don't know the exact number, but there are roughly 30-some thousand new viruses released a year, and don't quote me on that, guys. I think I read that somewhere, so it might not be factual, but just do your own research. I know that there's a lot of viruses released a year. It's a constant battle. Just don't depend 100% on an antivirus. Always keep your system backed up locally. Use an off-site backup, something like Carbonite. But just by using these 5 tips, it'll help you just make more common sense suggestions online when you're browsing the internet and opening emails. I hope this has been a lot of help to you guys. Please leave any comments in the comments section. Follow us on Twitter. That's twitter.com/ITConflict. Please subscribe to our videos. And again, thanks for watching. This is Eric with IT Conflict.